Hey, Joe, how would you assess, based on the way things started and the way things ended, how you guys played defensively?
I believe. The first drive, we got them off the field, the 3 and out. Then we got into some adverse situations with the turnovers on offense. But as a defense, we don't want to come in with that mindset of this is going to be. We don't want to blame the offense for anything that takes place. So, as a defense, we want to just come in like the special forces and try to stop them and keep them out of the end zone. And we limit them to field goals, but they got in the end zone a couple times. So, it was an up and down game. We can be a lot better. I think our main thing is just third down, just getting off the field on third down.
You guys have experienced some injuries at all 3 levels on the defense. How challenging has that been, and how much of a challenge will it continue to be going forward?
Injuries is part of the game. I don't think it's much of a challenge because they've done a great job of bringing guys in here that understand the defense, understand how to play the game. A few veteran guys that can come in and step up and play to hold it down until those guys get back.
How much did your mindset change, if at all, after Leighton's injury?
I came into the season with the mindset of I'm gonna back up each position. I came in the season as a mindset as a starter. So when Leighton went down, I just accepted that role and I'm moving forward with it.
How good is it that you have worked with Jalen before, in the past, to help you to say the chemistry is not going to be bad? Because I've been with Jalen before. We kind of know each other a little bit on the field.
Yeah, we've been together for three years now. You can say that about all those guys. With Jalen, Leighton, and Sean, I've been rotated in with all those guys. So it's the chemistry is all good with all of us. It's all about communication. When you communicate, everything runs smoothly.
How did it feel to get 75 snaps? I don't know if you had a game last year where you played that many snaps in a game. Did you take a while to kind of find your breath or get used to that, find your legs?
Oh, nah, that's what the offseason for, man, just conditioning. So it wasn't really, it wasn't too challenging. I'm in pretty good shape, and I've started games before, so it wasn't a big deal.
How's the challenge of Wilson different from these last 2 guys, Joe?
Well, Wilson's on fire right now, as everyone can see. But he's a guy, he's a playmaker. You got to keep him in the pocket. The last 2 guys we face are guys that, I wouldn't say stationary, but they don't have the legs that Russell has. He's a dual threat, with the option game as well. And I think he has the best deep ball in the game. So we're just going to have to contain him, keep him in the pocket, keep hands in his face, keep bodies in his face, and keep him guessing.
Joe, you've played a little special teams in your time here. Is your sense that the special teams is an area where there might be a little bit more aggression or gamble, if somebody wants to use that word, like we saw last week?
I wouldn't say gamble. I would definitely say aggression, though. We're trying to steal possessions. We came up short this past week, but I don't think the gas pedal. I don't think we're going to take our foot off the gas on special teams. I think we're going to continue to do what we do and try to steal possessions to win the game.
And some of those things that the staff has been doing so far, how does it compare to what was here before? Does it feel a little bit different in that regard, and what the coaching staff might kind of go for?
Yeah, you can say it's a little different. Like I said, we're trying to steal possession. It's just more aggressive. It's just a more aggressive staff.
Joe, what's the biggest difference between Mike McCarthy now and the Mike McCarthy you knew in Green Bay?
I can't really tell the difference. Mike McCarthy, he's been the same guy. I think he's more I think that year he set out, he was able to evaluate a lot of things, and he came back with a different plan for the players as far as, recovery and taking care of our bodies and things like that. But other than that, man, I think he's the same Mike McCarthy, a great coach that knows how to win.
Anything else for Joe?
Has he always been this kind of lean statistically on things? Like he was telling us today about the average play is 2.3 seconds. It's what you do on the second phase of a play to determine the success. I mean, has he always kind of had that MO about him?
Yeah, ever since when I was in Green Bay, yes, it was all about analytics, and it was always a pie chart or a bar graph that he put up in front of the team to let us know how games go, how things break down.
And you think those analytics are kind of what play into like the going on 4th and 3 and the opener and the fake punt type stuff? Is that an analytics kind of thing from your point of view?
From my point of view, I think he just trusts his players, and he just want to use the ammo he got. I don't think that came down to analytics. He was just trying to be aggressive.
Every team says you got to keep Russell in the pocket, yet not a lot of teams can succeed at that.
Yeah.
Does he kind of sucker guys into thinking I'm going to stay in the pocket and then somehow escape? Is he a little bit like Aaron Rodgers in that kind of respect?
Yeah, I believe so. I'm pretty sure they scheme up blocking. I'm pretty sure they have blocking schemes that set you up and think you have him in the pocket, and then he rolls out just like Aaron Rodgers does. It's a challenge, but I think we have the guys up front to accomplish what the game plan calls for.